In the previous video, we created a small conference room. Now we're going to extend that by adding coverage to the room. To kick things off, let's head over to the upper left into the File area. If you've ever opened a file on your computer, this will be a piece of cake. It works just the same. For easy access, I've stored my designer files in a folder called Designer Files. In it, you can find Small Conference Room 1. Let's open that up. You'll notice that the routes we set up in the last video are still intact. From here, we're going to select the Coverage tab. Conveniently, our devices are already stationed in the Workspace, a significant time-saving feature of the latest designer updates. To add an image to your Workspace, simply hit Add Image under the Properties panel. Let's pick the 12-person conference room. It matches the detail we're setting up for the Small Conference Room 1 design. Once selected, it pops up automatically in our Workspace. After selecting the 12-person conference room image, the next step is to specify the size of the room. If you look at the details at the bottom, it mentions that the room is 26 feet wide. Now we'll go over to the Properties panel and select Edit Image, and then select Draw to Scale. Going over to the diagram we see on the bottom, the room is 26 feet wide. All we have to do is take our cursor and draw a line across the room. When we're done, a window will pop up asking us to enter the width in feet. We will put 26 into the window. Now our Workspace not only features the diagram of the room, but it also mirrors the actual dimensions of the room. Now that the stage is set, it's time to add our devices to the room. We'll start with the MXA920 microphone. Aim to place it closer to the displays in front of the room. We're recommending you do this to ensure that if someone is presenting and facing the displays while speaking, they will still be heard by the distant end. Keep in mind the orientation of the MXA920's LED light bar. You can see as the MXA920 is sitting now, the LED light bar is on the upper right corner of the microphone. Some people like these lights to face the front, while others prefer them facing the back. In our case, let's position the LED lights to face the front of the room. We also have to be aware that our LED light bar matches the physical orientation of the MXA920 in the ceiling. To do this, simply move the MXA920 about 90 degrees. If you see the hand icon when you hover over the device, that means you can drag and move the device manually. However, for precise alignment, let's use the Position field under the Properties panel. Enter 90 in the field to rotate the MXA920 to exactly 90 degrees. The device will rotate and the LED light bar will now face the front of the room. Additionally, the microphone remains where we left it. Having positioned our device, we can now set up the coverage. You can see that right out of the box, the MXA920 can cover that entire room, including the walls. It's up to you if you want to make any adjustments. We don't need to cover the entire room. Instead, we can leave some space for the chairs so their occupants can lean back or stretch as needed, and we'll set up some coverage in front of the monitors for a presenter. The MXA920 coverage setup is complete now. Let's place our next devices, the two MXN5C ceiling loudspeakers, into the room. One speaker will go toward the front of the room, while the other will go towards the back of the room. Of course, you can place the speaker anywhere suitable in your room design, depending on your needs. Another handy feature is the layers for the devices. Here, you can toggle the visibility of the coverage for each device. This is especially useful when you have multiple microphones and want to focus on one coverage area at a time. To do this, click the eye icon to turn the visibility on or off. And that's it. We've successfully set up coverage for our room. The last thing you should do is go to the File drop-down menu and save your work before moving to the next task. In our next video, we'll discuss the Device Property panel.